Kendrick. Talking directly to Kendrick here. Kendrick, where was the bar? Where was the bar? We were like, I met Anthony Fantano at South by Southwest. And I said, Anthony Fantano, Section 80 review, right before Good Kid, Mad City came out. What happened to that? Where was that bar? This is a special stream that just so happened to coincide with a very big, very important, very momentous occasion. A brand new Kendrick album out of the blue. Out of the blue. I don't really know if there's too much to say in the preamble of this. GNX. Kendrick's what album is this for him now? 5, 6?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. 44 minutes. 12 tracks. We're going to listen to the whole darn thing. Yes.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to the whole darn thing.
Absolutely.
Just front to back. It's funny that new Fat Dog single. Ooh, that sounds
okay.
7 if you include Untitled. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty funny that Ice Cube had a bar on that single from his new record. He was like, I was Kendrick before Kendrick. It's like, oh, bitch. Kendrick's like, oh, yeah, buddy. I'm going to drop my album on the same day as yours.
Here's an entire album. Surprise.
Here's an entire album. Kendrick before Kendrick. Oof. Yeah, and Michael Kiwanuka, too.
Oh, that'll be a good one.
Shout out to Michael.
Yeah. Love him.
Yes. All that just goes to show how much nobody knew this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Because
total shock.
Anybody that knew this was coming most definitely saved their album for next week.
Completely.
Most definitely saved their album for next week. Anybody dropping today definitely got caught with their pants down. Unfortunately. Some new stuff after. I think it'll depend. I actually, I don't know if this is exciting to chat, if this prospect is exciting to chat, but I actually think I might want to spin through the album a couple times.
That's fine.
Like, I think I want to hear it a couple times. I don't want to just do one and done.
Yeah.
I think I want to do like a couple spins of the record, honestly, because I'm going to have to listen to it a bunch of times anyway to...
Reviews coming.
To review it. So I don't actually just want to listen to it one time. Let's start the album. GNX. We start off with some wordplay right on the first title, Whacked Out Murals.
Love it.
As opposed to Whacked Out Morals,
yeah.
Which is interesting. 5 minutes and 17 seconds. We're starting off the record with the longest song. I mean, it's not a super long song, generally speaking, but that's the longest song on the entire album. So maybe we're getting an extended intro here. Let's give it a listen. Whacked Out Murals. It's me. It's Giggins. It's new music. New Kendrick Friday. Here we go. Let's do it. Ba-bam.
Yesterday somebody whacked out my mural. I done been through it all, what you endure. And you fuck everybody that's on my body. I made the know you a god, even when they say you ain't. God, you.
Just for clarity, because somebody said in chat, this is not, to my knowledge, censored. It says explicit right next to the song on here on Apple Music. If there are any edits in the lyrics, they're meant to be there.
The baker and the tape deck, it's gonna be a sweet look. You used to bump the Carter 3, I held my rolly chain proud. Plenty artists, but they outdated. Old ass flows trying to come where you from, not where I'm from. We all indigenous, against what COVID did. They'll never get over it. Yeah, on up your rank, sit with them in style. Exterminate them right now.
Wow. Okay, start to the record.
Damn.
Start to the record. I mean, thoughts off the bat.
I like the
kind of chilling cinematic beat.
Yeah, dramatic.
You know, I mean, very synthy.
Yeah.
Those horn hits were nice. The synths were great. The perks were super simple, but I feel like this song, it's a monologue moment. You know, It's not like a super visceral sort of like, you know, head bobby kind of tune. It's got it's slowly paced, and I think he's really kind of laying it all out. He's laying out his mindset.
Yeah.
He's laying out sort of like for what he feels is like the context of the record. How do you say what's that word? The treatise?
Treatise?
Treatise. It's the album's Album's it's the preamble of the album.
It's a mission statement.
He's doing his mission statement. He's doing his thesis. Yes, exactly.
Thesis.
Exactly. And it's sort of funny to hear the framing because, Kendrick Lamar throws a lot of bars out there where he's kind of like painting what he feels is like this overt jealousy of everybody of him.
Yeah, sure.
Which like, I mean, I'm sure is there on some level, but simultaneously, we just really watched the whole music industry rally around him.
Yeah.
To destroy the guy who everyone's actually kind of jealous of.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like, but if you get rotated into that spot though, you then become that guy.
Yeah, that's
people,
you're
like, hate and
pushed in
want
that
something
position.
from.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. So I
right.
mean, I'm sure there is like jealousy there, especially coming from the figures who, he says like, the greats who at this point sort of see me as a threat because I'm like the next goated rapper,
Yeah.
like I'm the next Lil Wayne, if you
Right.
want to say, what
Right.
I mean? Because he's saying his catalog is so good, it's making Lil Wayne upset because he got that Super Bowl spot that Lil Wayne
Exactly.
didn't, obviously.
Yeah, I was really upset about that.
So it is interesting for Kendrick to have that perspective because, like, comparatively speaking, like, even if Kendrick, again, does have these valid feelings, you can't argue that Kendrick doesn't have, like, more friends than Drake or more supporters than Drake.
Yeah.
Like, especially within the industry, within the genre itself.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Kendrick is a rapper's rapper in comparison with Drake. I don't think you're ever going to see a context where there's, like... And
More of
maybe
an
I'm
artist.
wrong.
He's more of an artist.
No, exactly. I don't think you're ever going to see a context where there's like more artists lining up to be like, oh yeah, Drake, I fuck with that guy way more than Kendrick.
No.
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 So there's that element of it, and then he sort of reiterates what he said recently in so many words on that, like, Let the Party Die track, where he's like, actually, I disappeared and holed away into my house because I don't like any of these guys. Like, I don't trust these guys. I don't trust these women. I don't trust all these people who are in the industry. They're this, they're that. So it's kind of going both ways. It's like, not only a jealousy thing to him, but he sort of is skeptical of all of these people. He sort of sees like a lot of
His worldviews has been shifted.
yeah. I think he sees a lot of debauchery going on that he doesn't want to have anything to do with, and he's just like, I'm just going to hang out with my wife and kids.
Yeah, he wants to enjoy his family.
So which is refreshing. But with that being said, I don't think we're in for like the wokest album here. I think he's out for blood on this album. Like, to be honest, like I don't think this is as he said, like, fuck what, a double entendre.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, I think he's just coming through as straightforward as possible.
Yeah, blunt.
And I'm going to be as blunt as possible. And I'm going to get in people's faces. I'm going to call out the jealousy. I'm going to piss everybody off. I'm going to pull no punches. So it's going to be an interesting experience. Let's put on Squabble Up, which admittedly I did preview this track, but also because this was this song was originally that snippet that was at the end of Not Like Us, the music video.
That's right.
So this is the full version of that track. So we're going to hear that. I don't think Kendrick's tired of being deep. I think he's doing a bit of a detour here, and not to say that there won't be depth to this album. I'm sure there will be on some level.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be. I maybe we will, but I doubt we're going to get like a We Cry Together on this album. Like a super conceptual song that barely feels like a song, where it's like more of an argument piece, like set to a piano loop.
Finding a vibe.
I mean, like, I think he's out to try to make bangers that are going to rattle some cages.
He's got a lot to say on this one, I believe.
And piss some people off and, shake things up. Because I think that's partially what the Drake beef was about, shaking things up. And now that everybody's paying attention to him, I think he's going to, paying attention to him with that angle and sort of like thought in mind.
Yeah, with
I think,
everything that's happened this year.
I think he's probably going to follow suit on that vibe, on that mood. So, and I say that because Kendrick, if nothing, is consistent and loves to commit to a bit.
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, he cheated pre-listen. The thing is, like, sorry, on what Kendrick album does he not stick to a fucking idea and like follow through harder than any of his other contemporaries?
Yeah.
What artist?
He has a concept.
Name the artist. Name the fucking artist. Name the fucking art. What artist commits to a bit right now from Kendrick's generation better than Kendrick? Nobody. Yeah. That's literally why he's Kendrick. So anyway, let's listen to Squabble Up. And we'll do it. Here we go.
God knows. Goes on, honey, her my babies. Woke up, look.
I love that vocal drop. Who is that? Who the fuck is that?
So
this is the
good.
second time I'm hearing it. Who the fuck is that? That vocal drop is so fucking good. That sounds like some 80s freestyle pop shit from New York. It's Debbie? Debbie who? Debbie?
Early 90s, maybe?
Debbie? Is it Debbie Deb? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. That's sick. I love that vocal drop so fucking good. I love so fucking much. I love that vocal drop.
Money pass, but I get him splashed till he hydrated. Bounce out, fuck out my thighs. Look good, but she don't got no ties.
Again, I've heard it, but I cannot laugh because look, get the fuck out of my face.
I feel good.
Get the fuck out of my face. Like what a like his inflection game since he's been collaborating more with Baby Keem has just been insane.
Oh.
Like he's like, I'm just gonna do the silliest, like goofiest fucking shit, but like also like
It works.
deliver in a way to where you have to take it seriously.
Yeah, it works.
What the fuck? I got hits. I'm on one. Thump, high, we outside. What they about to kill them off? Blaps on blaps. Who let the wolves out? I've been a dog. I feel good. Get the fuck out my thighs. Squabble up. Squabble up.
I feel like, listen, I haven't heard the rest of the record
That
yet.
ruled.
But to me, this is like the Not Like Us of the record. This is the song that I could listen to 6 times in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't give a fuck.
He's got an incredible way with making you like you're lost in that catchiness. You want to keep coming back to it.
I feel like this record is just like a big fat spit in the. There was an echo because I had the microphone live. I'm sort of switching it on and off because of the speaker that we got playing the music. I feel like this album is just like a spit in the face to anybody who's like Kendrick's music's not catchy. It's boring. He just makes like snoozer songs, like sleepy ass music, da 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 da. Like, I'm sorry. How is that not a bop?
Yeah, there you go.
How is that not a banger? How is that not a bopper?
That ruled.
That was so fucking.
It was
good.
fun, man.
Any additional thoughts on that one?
Yeah, what I like about him is when he can repeat a phrase and it stays in your head. Like with Not Like Us, like that chorus can live on forever in your head. Squabble up, same thing. But yeah, his delivery, the vibes, like I love that, man. It's fun. It's just he's got a lot to say, but I love his delivery with it. It was great.
And I love the Bay Area vibes coming off the production too. And again, like the first track, it's like got a bit of a throwback quality to it.
Yeah.
It feels like summer sun, palm trees, hydraulics on the car going crazy, stereos, like just absolute madness. It's just like West Coast through and through.
That was perfect.
Let's continue on. We have Luther next. Number 3 on the record. Kendrick Lamar, GNX, New Kendrick Friday. Let's go. Time. Jack Antonoff co-production on this one. Seriously?
They've been saying that for a lot of the songs.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure if it's true.
Yeah, if there's any sort of like hidden features or anything on this, like definitely hit me to that in the chat, because I've not looked into the album. I'm sort of like letting it just kind of be a surprise for me. But some people are saying SZA too. Okay, that's sick.
On the entire album for Antonov?
No, I think probably on Antonov on the entire album.
Whoa. Okay.
Cool. Okay, no, I like that. I like the collabs. I like the crossovers.
Interesting.
All right, Luther, let's hit it.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drive 5. Introduce him to that life.
The strings!
Flowers grow, heartaches. If it was up, if this world were mine, with you, everything.
Oh my God, the duets!
I'm loving this.
The duet vibe!
This is great, man.
The duet energy, great chord progression,
They're
great
killing it.
freaking string sections. Like, what the fuck? It started off so small, and it's developed into such like a lush,
Grandiose.
grandiose, romantic, beautiful vibe.
Cinematic.
Beautiful, gorgeous vibe. Wow.
Love the dreaminess to that one.
I just saw someone in the chat say better than any melodic track off Damn, and I have to fucking agree. Like, I feel like the melodic cuts on Damn are like they're the weakest links in the chain.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are pretty catchy, and they definitely provide like some variety to the record. but like that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's incredible.
Their voices together.
Their voices.
Holy
Kendrick's singing.
smokes,
He's
man.
singing well.
He did
on
great.
The song. He's singing.
It was
singing.
awesome. Like the emotion in his voice, the storytelling behind it. You believed every word.
Absolutely. Damn.
You felt it.
That was good. That was good as fuck. Very short and sweet.
3 for 3 though so far.
And the and I'm sorry, like those soul vocal drops.
Yeah.
Like, what tune or what performance is that from?
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
I mean, I need to search up like the samples and everything. But that's crazy. Those were dropped in so perfectly.
Wonderful
They
song.
like made for just the perfect transition. Luther Vandross, but who was the woman's voice? There was a woman's voice too. Was the woman also on the Luther Vandross song? Was it a duet or something?
Interesting reference if it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Super Bowl. SZA confirmed for the Super Bowl on that one. No man, if the Super Bowl performance was like tons of tracks from this, that'd be great. No, but like
Luther 6
like
times.
SZA. I know I heard SZA's singing voice, but that was also her. I thought I heard another woman's voice.
I thought I did
Like in
too.
the transition back into the beat. It sounded like a sample. Maybe it was SZA's voice, but it sounded Cheryl Lynn. It sounded like another woman.
We'll play it again later.
That's what I'm talking about.
Cheryl Lynn.
Okay, so there was Luther's voice. There was another woman who had a vocal drop right before the beat went back in. Then there was Kendrick and SZA. And again, short but very detailed. I like the details.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it didn't skimp on these little sort of like embellishments and transition bits. Just really great throughout.
Yeah.
All right.
Syrupy sweet.
Next one, Man at the Garden. Man at the Garden. Let's give this one a spin. It's me. It's Giggins. It is New Kendrick Friday. Listening to the record GNX together. We are about now like getting to be a third of the way through. Let's keep going.
Twice emotional stability. A sound body, put my homes on a beachfront. Flying private, more money, more power, more freedom. Everything heaven allowed. Every reason why my ancestors sent me, bitch, I deserve it. She deserves it all. 100 murals out in cover me. Keep all my blessings faithfully. Keep my essence contagious. That's what blood be spilling. It just paint to me dangerously. Nothing you think you deserve the greatest of all time, motherfucker. I deserve it all.
Damn.
Okay.
You know, like I feel like yeah, that's like a no words kind of track. You know, like here's the thing. Like I feel like kind of a stan and I feel like kind of an asshole if I'm to come on the mic here and just be like, you know what? He does deserve it all. He deserves everything. He deserves all of it. All of it.
Yeah.
But you know, like simultaneously, he makes a case though.
That's the thing.
He makes a very
He's got the evidence to back
he
it
makes
up.
a very
like,
compelling case. You know what I mean?
and like looking out for his family and his friends and his like everything about his life and like looking for that positivity. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, once again, this is like very much a Kendrick struggling with his ego moment, but also simultaneously, I feel like it. He wants the praise based off the merits of what he actually does and the merits of his music.
Right.
You know
He
what I
knows
mean?
he's making art and he wants people to
Right.
understand that.
He's
Yeah.
confident in what he does and he
Yeah.
has reason to be.
Yeah.
And, he just feels like he deserves what he deserves just based off of that effort and based off of like, what he's actually accomplished.
Yeah. He's
know.
proud of what he's made.
As opposed to like, convincing everyone, hey, I'm a cool guy, or I do the biggest numbers or I'm the most this or I'm the most
Right.
that. Like he
Right.
wants to be on the merits of what he does. And, I like how he kind of shifts it later into like a broader thing. And I want, my mom to have it all and my kids to have it all and
Right.
so on and so
Better
forth.
life for my kids. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, slow, low key, even more of a slow burner than the intro, but he's just so good at delivering that it just locks you in for every bar.
And the way he like hits harder as the song builds and it gets that double tracked part near the end where like it felt a little manic.
There was a rush.
Was compelling.
There was a rush there, just like with the track where he's kind of like writing different verses and letters to different family members of Drake's.
Right.
What's the title of that track again? Remind me. I'm having a brain fart.
Of which one?
That track, when it's kind of like with the doubled up vocals. Everyone's going to say it in chat in a second. Meet the Grams. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
There was almost like a similar kind of intensity there with the
Yeah.
vocal layering up with the doubled kind of like Yes, I am recording the stream. Don't worry about that. Yeah, there's kind of like a doubled up quality to it. That's really, intense. We're rocking through the record, GNX right now. I'm going to do it a couple times for anybody who's like sort of here. I know 8,000 or so new people have come in since we started the stream. We're going to listen to the album a couple times. We're not just going to do it once through. So, stick around for that. When we get through the second listen, at the very least, I think I'm going to let the chat be free. We'll do one with the chat going crazy. Which will be fine. But until now, we're sort of doing a bit of a sane subscriber only chat at the moment. But Man at the Garden, powerful track. And honestly, like to me musically, this felt like a big, and chat's free to, let me know what you guys think of this, but this like felt like a bit of a Kanye throwback, like 808s era, like obviously not vocally or anything, but in terms of like the slowness, the
sound effects,
kind of the sound of the perks and the synthesizers. And, if you throw some like doubled up soaring guitars on this track, it's almost like a Mike Dean type beat, like it's definitely got a little bit of a, kind of like late 2000s kind of Kanye era vibe to it a little bit.
I can see that.
So I'm liking that. I'm liking that quality. Or I think he kind of played into that vibe really well in his own way and kind of, just made a really kind of cinematic inner monologue type track.
Made his own.
Let's continue on. Next track, track 5, Hey Now. Let's hit it, see what it's got. Ba-bam.
I like it. You know the last one figure, he was Magneto. You played Hey Now, Say Now. Hey now, say now, Highness being Frank murderer. Mister, I ain't heard of ya. Garstring, I'm around my bitch. It's a green light, don't get out of bounds. I'm way too important. I'm way too important. What? Starting to who the fuck I feel like? I feel like Joker. Okay.
Wait, time. Who's that? Who is that?
Joker.
Who is that? Dottie 6. Dottie 6? LA rapper? Okay. That was a fun little switch up.
Damn.
The fuck?
Day in October. My torpedo even jumped out on smokers.
I'm aggressive on the beat and real life, niggas know. Hey, I'll tell double, okay, let's add it up. Baby ass fat, can you do it? Did that.
Wow.
Cool.
Doty. Okay, Doty. Wow. Good chemistry between them toward the end of the track.
Yeah.
Like another, again, that groove, that beat, those transitions, like it's another West Coast bop, but like it's got like a dark aura around it.
Yeah, that's
it's got
a good
like
way to put
really dark, weird, disturbing aura around it. And those synthesizers were epic as fuck.
They were
Holy
eerie.
shit. They were eerie.
Eerie.
Another cinematic moment on this record.
Yeah.
Like it's, again, it's straightforward, it's blunt, it's immediate. There's not so many layers that you need to calculate in real time as like you're listening to it, but like there's stuff about it that's like, you know, artsy and dark and, you know, a little ominous.
And each song's been so different from the last one. Each has its own character.
Good amount of variety.
Nothing has
like,
felt the same.
Like this track and Squabble Up are like the two most like each other so far.
Yeah,
like,
poppyiest ones.
But
yeah.
like the former of those two is like, you know, way more upbeat.
Yeah, sure.
This is like still very groovy, a lot of parallels, but like much darker. And again, I love the kind of trays that they're doing toward the very end. Really good.
Yeah, their voices worked so well together. But yeah,
So
creepy
well.
vibes. I loved it.
Absolutely creepy. Moving on to number 6, we are pretty much at the halfway point of the record. Reincarnated. Let's give it a spin. Reincarnation has been a bit of a theme on a bar or two on this cycle. So let's see Kendrick kind of hopefully dig deeper into this idea on this one. All right, here we go.
This fire burning in me from within. Concentrated thoughts on who I used to blame when I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling my scarnated on this earth for 100+. Body acted as a musician, I play guitar on a grand level. My first assistant was a small town scholar. Me looking at him with resentment. I closed my eyes, hoping to control of my fleshly body when the money changed.
Okay, tell me more.
I put 100 hoods on one.
I could tell you who you are. You fell out of head, how you moving? You came a long way from garnish.
I promised that I use my gifts to bring understanding.
For heavy.
The devil's story just to take our power back. Carnated.
Ah!
Dude. That was insane.
Whoa! Holy shit.
That was heavy, man.
That was heavy. Most layered track on the record so far.
Yeah. Damn.
And I can't even begin to explain that track because I need to hear it more. But like to me, the biggest thing that pops out about it is sort of like the daddy issue angle, which I feel like manifests in the bars where he's literally kind of talking about his relationship with his father.
Yeah, that back and
Then
forth
that
there.
expands also to his relationship with God, father, son connection there.
Yep.
And then the whole song, all of the various parts of it that are a tribute to Tupac, which he obviously like in many ways sees him as his like father musically.
Yeah.
So it's like this trifecta of sort of like fatherly dad son sort of connections going on all at once. Like,
And I would
the
even
song.
add like seeing himself in other people he's looked up to over the years. Like the first couple of verses may have been about Jimi Hendrix. They mentioned a guy playing in the R&B scene before he earned a name for himself, which Jimmy did. He played with like Junior Walker and the All-Stars and Little Richard before he got like famous on his own. And then the female they were talking about could have been either like, I'm thinking like Florence Ballard from the Supremes who had a drug problem, or Etta James.
some people in chat are saying Whitney.
Could be Whitney. So I'm wondering if these are influences that have impacted maybe Tupac or maybe just himself, that he's kind of tying all together.
Yeah, and then, you know, especially toward the end, you had the whole dialogue component to it.
Yeah.
I need to hear that more times to like fully
Oh yeah, that's the second play.
kind of play that through. But, you know, again, sort of like, you know, again, like this progression of kind of like falling into a certain kind of pit, into a certain sort of way through your fame,
Yeah.
through your excess, through your access.
Yeah.
And, you know, the dad sort of connections. And then again, that sort of like dialogue. And there is like, you know, again, I need to hear it more times, but, you know, I think there is like kind of a devil angel on the shoulder, bit of a component
That
to like the
dichotomy.
back and forth going on there.
Yeah.
So, you know, really interesting.
That was crazy.
Someone said in chat, it's clear his mentor is Drake. Yes, it must just be a conversation.
That's how it started. Yeah.
With Drake. Also, I saw somebody subscribed and their name popped up. It said cops overdosing on fentanyl. was their screen name? The fuck? You guys got some crazy screen names. You guys got some crazy
It's Friday.
names on the screen. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday.
Also, sorry I'm so loud. I'm apparently my mic is apparently super loud.
Your mic is loud. It does say, okay, I'll turn it down a little bit.
All right, how's that, guys? Is that better?
What'd you have for breakfast this morning?
I did not eat breakfast this morning. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
you're good. You're good.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Sorry for the variation in mic volume there. Apologies. All right. Let's continue traveling into the second half of the record. TV off.
Oof.
No TV.
No more TV.
Only Pornhub.
Just
That's all we're watching from now on.
or you go old school with you.
We're not watching nothing else.
Yeah.
Not watching nothing else. All right.
Scabs.
Let's see why the TV is off. Here we go.
It's not enough. Few solid say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it.
I feel like this basically like makes up for the fact that Not Like Us is not on the album.
Yes, you
This
get
is
that
like-
vibe. Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm sure there was a lot of people that queued this thing up and it's like, Not Like Us isn't on here? What the fuck's going on? That's I guess it's a diss track, so it can't kind of be on there, but it's like it's part of the era, you know, so it's like we got to give them something.
Something reminiscent.
It's gonna scratch that same itch.
Yeah.
So
Oh, it feels good though. Feels good, man.
let's hit him with it twice. Let's do it 2
Solid
times.
niggas left, but it's not enough. You mad? Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G pad. They like, what he own? It's the Alpha and Omega, bitch. Need you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay.
How many more beats like this do you think Mustard has on the fucking hard drive?
I hope it's endless.
Like,
because they
the-
just work.
Like, get them out there.
They're so
Get
good.
these beats out there.
They're propulsive. They're energetic.
I know you've got 12 more of them. Get them out there.
12 more albums worth.
Get other people on them.
Bitches that are really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. Hey, what's up, though? I hate a bitch that's hating on as I feel yelling. Enough.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh no. What are we doing?
This is a certified
Somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off. Turn this only good for saving face. Seen the cosmetics. Oh, man.
I hope that's like his drop whenever
yeah, that's
like
his ID.
he's got a. I hope that's his ID for like the next 5-10 years. Master. He must have looked insane in the studio doing that fucking
it's
shit.
been
What
so
the
good.
fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god.
My
Oh
foot
my
up on
god.
the gas, but somebody gotta do it.
Yeah, Mustard at Flognaw. What's actually kind of funny, he's probably like one of 5 people that knew this shit was going to happen. Like, you know, again, with how this dropped, probably not a lot of people knew this was about to come out. That was crazy.
Yeah, that ruled.
That was great. That was hype as hell.
Damn, that was good.
Man. And what, like, I want to, before we go to the next one, I want to hear this one bit. He had this insane little like vocal tick where he was like midline. He just went, like, did you hear that
I
shit?
missed that. No,
Like,
I missed it.
It's not enough. Hey, what? How many shit I seen?
Oh,
there's
that-
a, what? Like, what? He's a psychopath. He's a fucking psychopath.
so good.
You know, the thing is, like, the best artists are crazy. They're unhinged. Like you normies can't do that. Normies don't do that shit.
No, they're not good.
That's something special when your brain's wired a certain way. All right, Dodger Blue. Next one. Shortest track on the record, track 8. Let's give this one a spin. More throwback vibes.
Westchester King True, till we funk a fading red, 3 more back to back. Oh, you have bitch, I'm from the
so fly in this bitch. 50 on me, don't
walk, tip, toe, pivot, walk.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I liked it. I thought it could have gone longer.
Yeah, that could have kept going. That was fine.
Yeah.
I
thought that really could have that was the vibiest song on the record. It's just kind of ironic that it's the shortest one.
That was like top down cruising at night.
Right.
I was getting sort of like 2018 Childish Gambino vibes from that one. In a good way. I love that era.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it definitely had like an 80s thing going on
Yeah.
with that synth bass.
I can see the weekend on
and
that one. Like
the beat. Oh, yeah. No, definitely like a modern retro nostalgia
that big thumpy snare.
80s kind of thing. Oh, yeah, that too. Absolutely. The splashy atmospherics
Yes.
as well. Yeah, a bit of a cool 80s thing. Yeah, I just wish there was a little bit more to it. I think it could have gone on for another minute. It would have been great.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it still would have been, I know it's noticeably, obviously there's like some internal monologues on this record, but like, you know, to me that song purposefully felt slow, you know, felt a lot slower than a lot of everything else that's here, but it was still fun to listen to.
I think it's a good transition from the previous track, which was crazy and
No, for sure.
hyped up. So it was kind of nice.
For sure. All right, well, next we have Peekaboo, where we're going to peekaboo on this one. We're going to see what we're peekabooing. All right, let's hit it. Ba-boom.
Aye, they ain't talking about nothing. Popping out, you better not smell my name. Peekaboo, put 2 peekaboos.
Surprise, bitch, it's that nigga chicken cheese. On your top, I'm with that bitch, don't look back.
Hey, that's my bitch. Hey, with all that fan. Big dog business, I would not hold you.
Judas came and nailed him to the cross. I'll let your boy get a pass.
They ain't talking about nothing.
Wow. Damn. Another bop. And like it's meta too, because I love how, again, Kendrick has his reputation for a lot of depth, a lot of meaning, a lot of layers, a lot of bars. And he's kind of showing on this one, well, I can make a bop too where I'm just like speaking fucking gibberish. and there were some moments that hilariously, like Doechii kind of had a little bit of something similar on her album, her project that came out earlier this year. But yeah, Kendrick's like, you know, pretty much like, again, I feel like he's dancing on the heads of his haters. He's dancing on the heads of his detractors. He's like, yeah, I'll make a bop. I'll make a verse where I just go bing, bong, boom.
Yeah,
bing,
and it works.
Bing, bop-a-da bop. Bippity boppity bop boo. Bing, baka, baka, bow.
And it's like, yeah, here, take that.
And it'll still be fun.
Yeah, it's still good.
No, it's a very funny track. And still, even with all that goofiness, I like the trades that he has like throughout the song. Like that chemistry kind of keeps things hype.
Yeah.
And again, like classic West Coast vibes coming off the bass line, off of the groove. And
Yeah,
then you have
bass
like
was
some
sweet.
cool, eerie other third things going on, either with the synths or the samples. Like those sound like some chipmunk,
Yeah.
like going on with the vocals or something. That was
Yeah.
kind of cool. All right, we are in the last quarter of the record here.
Jeez.
Ingenious move on the next song here, or I mean, really kind of like not a surprise move, but I feel like this is, just looking at the album surface level, this is like probably the clearest like response or reference back to the Drake thing, because as you remember, in the midst of that Drake beef. And, a lot of people say that, I'm the number one Drake hater on the planet, that Drake DMs me cookie recipes and I disrespect him in response. People say that, I'm like Drake's number one enemy, when obviously that's not true. It's Kendrick. People say all that stuff. But, I do give him credit when it's deserved. And I did think that one of his, more ingenious sort of like chess moves during the whole beef was he had a song named The Heart Part 6.
Right.
I'm going to beat you to the punch on your own song series, even though the song was shit and it seemed like, it was obviously the last song in the
Yeah, it
whole
was
series,
before he
and
gave up,
his heart did not sound like it was in it at that point.
It was done in name.
My
only.
guy was making a song, but he sounded defeated on his
Yeah.
own track. He
The
did
balloon
not.
had lost its air.
Yeah, he really sounded like he had kind of lost it by that point. But Kendrick now has put Heart Part 6 on the track
On the
list,
record.
on number 10, which it's like, well, fuck you. It's still my song.
Still his song, yeah.
Still my song series. It would have been even funnier, honestly, if he did Heart Part 7. Just like, I'm just
Let
gonna
him
skip
take that one.
Just
Yeah.
gonna skip over that one. Just gonna go over.
Well,
just
you can
gonna
have the
step
crappy
over
one.
it.
I'll take the good one here. Yeah.
But yeah, Heart Part 6. He's claiming it anyway, and he has the right to. He's done the first 5. Why wouldn't he do 6?
Yeah.
This looks like track lengthwise, it's one of the meatier songs on the record, and I don't know. Let's see if maybe we have a bit of a Drake beef epilogue here, maybe,
Ooh,
or
coda?
something else. Because his Heart series usually, he goes into usually every one of these with a cooler and interesting concept in mind. So, maybe it's a reference back, maybe it's something else entirely. Let's find out. Kendrick Lamar hitting us with Heart Part 6. Here we go. Boom. Ooh, that guitar.
Nice.
That's dramatic.
Niggas watching War Star videos, not the SBs, no. Was excited just to go to them label meetings. Several hats, a producer, manager, director, and DJ. We split Louisiana Chicken Riverboat special sleep. Punch play field, burying my ops and allies. Behind
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
He's a great storyteller.
He's a great storyteller.
Like, I love
Gives
hearing
the-
about, like, up and coming and
Right.
getting going, his friends that were there, everyone who helped him, and he remembers all those people. Like, no matter how far he gets to be one of the biggest names ever in rap, he still remembers where he came from.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I
huge.
loved how he was like, tributing his bros, Ab Soul,
Yeah.
influencing him to help him refine his pen, Soundwave. Just the shout outs to everybody and just everything that they and the label were trying to do and trying to accomplish to get to where they are today.
Yeah.
Um,
That was cool.
yeah, that was amazing. Again, I loved the detail. I loved the progression. It had a lot of heart. There was, what was that moment toward? There was a moment toward the end. I need to listen back to it again where I was trying to figure out. It sounded like he was talking to somebody, but I sort of missed out on who he was talking to directly. But again, I love the progression of that. Kendrick, talking directly to Kendrick here. Kendrick, where was the bar? Where was the bar? We were like, I met Anthony Fantano at South by Southwest. And I said, Anthony Fantano, Section 80 review, right before Good Kid, Mad City came out. What happened to where was that bar? They must have got cut.
It was
that bar got cut.
they had a limit for time for the album, and that
Yeah,
was it.
you're right. They're like, Kendrick, we got to keep this track under 5 minutes.
Yeah,
And he's
man,
like, we got to take out the Anthony Fantano verse.
There's TikTok patience these days, man. And I
we
think
got
the
to take
Anthony
out the
one's right
Fantano
out.
shout out. It's like,
Yeah.
I hate to, but you know what? I got to. It's fine. It's cool. It's all right. It's cool. Hey, I know we're good.
He'll send you the unreleased cut later on.
Yeah. It'll be on the
deluxe.
It'll be on the deluxe. Be on the deluxe expanded
Yeah.
edition. But no, that was sick. I loved the whole rewind. I loved
That
the
was great.
kind of trip down memory lane.
Heartfelt.
And
Indeed.
yeah, and it definitely like fit into the Heart series. You know, I feel like a lot of these tracks like reflect back to what it is that sort of like makes him do what he does.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, telling us how the sausage is made a little bit, and kind of telling us like, you know, the sort of the community and, you know, like the circle of friends that he was like kind of ingrained in that brought him to where he is today. You know, it serves as a reminder that like everybody kind of views him, and a lot of rappers broadly, as like, oh, that's just one guy, you know, doing that and conceiving that. And he's like, no, you know, it's a team. You know, it's like I wouldn't be where I am without everybody else.
That's how it happens. You need a handful of people that will really be there for you no matter what. And I think it's cool because like no matter how huge he gets, you know, looking back and finding that hunger that got you into this in the first place, and realizing that's still within you, that you haven't changed, like that's still there. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how big your house is. Like if you still have that desire in you to create something, that's what's important too.
Yeah. All right, we have the title track next. Second to last track on the record, GNX. Let's give it a spin. Let's hear it out. Here we go. That's a fucking unhinged intro. What the fuck? It's like my first Fruity Loops. Like with the bass totally whacked the fuck out. What the fuck? I mean, I'm sure there's a... Time will tell.
Yeah.
You know, this is a purpose behind, but this is an unhinged fucking loop to start your track off with. I'm
ready.
Going. Like, what the fuck?
It's heavy stuff, man.
That is off-putting. Like, I need to keep it. I need a Why You Know Miles. Like, I need a You Know Miles feature on this. Just absolutely just screaming like, just going absolutely insane on this track. I need a You Know Miles feature on this.
Tell him Kendrick did it. Hey, who showed you how to run a blitz? Hi, have you ever been a guys? Nigga, I ain't going.
Hey, on a dead one. From all I think about when I see heads come.
You don't wanna see them doors sliding on the caravan. Ride mini bikes with some dead friends.
I'm switching gears, I pop the clutch. I send a nigga up. Thread did it, nigga.
Someone in chat said weird West Coast posse cut. Yeah, I mean, I would say so. Someone also said Babytron. That is not Babytron.
Not even
That was
close.
not fucking Babytron.
What the hell?
Yeah, that was the weirdest fucking track on the entire record.
I think
But it
that's
was
why
cool.
I liked it because it was so weird. Yeah.
You know, here's the thing.
That
Like,
beat was
even though
strange.
that was a weird ass beat, and I would not listen to that beat in any other fucking context. I fucking promise you. Like the flows on top of it and the refrain, the flows were smooth and the refrains were catchy, and it kind of like made up for it. You
Yeah.
know? Like it smoothed it out.
It was more digestible on top.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was more digestible because they were rapping on it for
Yeah.
sure. But that was definitely the oddest beat by far.
That was
on
a
the
hard,
entire
weird
record.
beat. Yeah.
That was a weird ass fucking.
That was a
instrumental.
round object to a square hole. It was a whatever the phrase is.
No, absolutely. All right, we got the last track here, Gloria. It is New Kendrick Friday. It is me. It is Giggins.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you for listening along with us. It's been a great so far, 90 or so minutes, kind of vibing together to this new Kendrick album, GNX.
So cool.
We are going to listen to it again. I'm going to listen to this shit again. Do you want to stay here and listen to it again with me?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right. When the record is over, maybe we'll give a bit of a little bit of an assessment. I don't know if we're going to play too much else as far as albums after this. Maybe a few singles here and there.
That'd be cool.
Like we're going to hear the record again. Maybe kind of go a bit quicker through it because we don't need to kind of dissect everything in between all the songs too much. But after the album's over and we go again, I'll free the chat. Everybody can go kind of crazy. So we could do a sane listen, And we'll do a crazy
A
listen.
crazy
We'll
listen.
do a crazy one for everybody. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the album so far. I mean, maybe the closer's garbage. You
Hey.
know, could be the worst closer of all time.
I mean, so far every song's been a hit.
So far, every song has been great. Okay, I'm going to say this. Presuming the closer is good,
Yeah.
I think it's his best work since T-Pab. I think it's his best
Wow.
record since T-Pab.
Yeah,
I
it's been
think it's his
solid.
best work since. I think it's his best album since T-Pab.
It's
Good
been
closer.
So good.
Good closer. I think it's his best record since T-Pab. But if you guys have watched my reviews, I'm not that crazy about Damn.
Mm.
Untitled Unmastered is good, but it's kind of like, it's extras and stuff like that.
Yeah, does it count as a real record at that point?
Yeah, I mean, for some people it doesn't. I think it's quite good
Yeah.
for what it is. And Mr. Morale, I like it, but it's about a light 8. I have stronger feelings on this record. I think it's his best record since T-Pab. And I think for people who like your catchy Kendrick,
This is
it
catchy Kendrick.
should be either his best since T-Pab or his best since Good Kid.
Damn.
In my opinion anyway, even if it's not, super concept or story centric. I feel like, it's a handful of bangers and individual tracks like he tried to do on Damn, but I feel like the material's stronger. I feel like the chorus is hit harder. It's more fun to listen to,
It's more cohesive. I feel like the concept is stronger, and I feel like the vibe carries throughout all the very different sounding tracks.
You think so?
Yeah, I think the vision is there.
Yeah. No, there's
no
definitely
weak
some
links.
parallels there, especially on the production side.
Yeah.
With like some of the synth and percussion choices for sure. And again, like stylistically, influence wise, it's so West Coast.
Yeah.
Like most of it is just like very, very like throwback West Coast shit, which is cool.
Digging it.
Which is really cool. Once again, Kendrick committed to the bit, and let's hear him finish things off on Gloria. Here we go.
Anita y tú.
She's so controlling, I notice it ain't no playing with that. We like chemistry. Wrapping my hand around you, but you kiss you in back of the glass. Just expand me.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking gaslighting myself. Someone in chat just said this is the Father Time beat, or it sounds like the chord progression from Father Time
Oh, that's cool.
from Mr. Morale. I was
Yeah.
like, that's the same fucking chord progression.
Give you the same chords. Yeah.
Like that sounds like the same chords.
That's
okay.
cool.
No, I'm glad that somebody else sort of like
Familiar
saw that. I
sounding.
was like, I don't want to say anything because I'm like, is it the same thing? Because it sounds like the same chords.
That's rad.
Everything else sounds like, kind of, exactly. Now we need Sampha in the mix. Yeah, giving this album one big fat. Yeah, absolutely.
Worthy.
Bullshit. Remember when
Just gotta let you know.
Who's in front of stores with you? You want me yelling?
I bring the blessings. I give you power. Nigga, I bring
Chick so jealous, hate it when I hit the club to get some bitchin'. Is it no book so good? If they are, so that bitch been my pen.
glorious.
Bitch is the pen.
Strong enough.
Okay, chat's free. Woo! The chat is free. You've earned your freedom.
Come on in, chat.
You've completed a full listen to the new Kendrick Lamar album. You've earned your freedom. You've earned your freedom, chat.
Wow.
Oh God, it's going crazy.
It's going real crazy.
Oh God.
It's having a hard time loading.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Chat's constipated. It's just like and then it'll stop. And then it goes back into
Concentrated constipation.
yeah, absolutely. Chat's just letting it go. It's been holding back the whole time.
Yeah, it's been.
The floodgates are
You've been in the
open.
back of that car, and there's no rest stops.
Mustard!
Yeah.
All right, let's listen to the album again.
Yeah.
Before we do it one more time, a couple of like favorite tracks, 3 favorite tracks maybe.
Gosh.
I'm gonna say Heart. I'm gonna say Heart Part 6. I'm gonna say Squabble Up.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe last one's hard. Maybe the first is a track Luther or TV Off. I'd say those are like maybe my 3 favorites.
Yeah, Squabble Up, TV Off. Reincarnated was weird. I like that one. Yeah, those are. Yeah, the first one was good too. Yeah, probably Squabble Up. Hey Now, I like that one a lot. TV Off. Yeah, I'll go with those.
All right, well,